Hey everyone, we're in Catoosa, Oklahoma, and we are at a famous Route 66 attraction known as the Blue Whale. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it, but we're going to check it out in person and show you around a little bit. This attraction is pretty well visited. You can see people off in the distance there on it. So this whale was completed in 1972 by Mr. Davis. He built this for his wife because she was a collector of whale figurines. And of course his kids enjoyed it, and they would jump off and slide down and swim in this little pond. And soon it became an attraction for locals as well as people traveling on this Route 66 right there. And I'm not sure what this is. I guess there was another structure right here. Looks like it was some sort of building maybe there that was up on top of that, but if anybody knows, please leave a comment below. This picnic table here is full of different writings. Everyone's kind of making their mark on it as to when they've visited and from where. You can see South Carolina, people from all over. Right here on the edge of this pond is what looks to be the top of a lighthouse. Not sure if that lights up at night or not. It just kind of overlooks this. You can see over in the distance there was a dock that you probably would have been able to go out on. And then it looks like you could swim over to that and climb up the ladder and then jump off into the water. There's no longer any swimming that's allowed in here, but you are able to fish. But if you catch anything, you have to throw it back. So there's a gentleman over there right now fishing. It's a pretty good sized whale. And here's another table with some writings on it where people have made their mark where they're from and when they visited and their name. So in addition to this whale right here, when it became popular, he started creating this sandy beach right here for people visiting to enjoy, as well as these picnic tables right over there. These are pretty interesting picnic tables, and that they're actually little whales. Little whales kind of holding it up as you see the side there. It's kind of the big old head and the back fin. And so you would sit on that back part and eat there, or there's actually some bigger ones over there. Really colorful though. This particular picnic table has the whales and some barrels. They're actually really good sized picnic tables. See the pectoral fin on the side is actually a slide, and then it's also got a baseball cap right up top there. So this is inside the belly of the whale. You can see it's just metal support beams and some wood up there. Pretty neat that someone had the dream of creating something like this and made it happen. And then here's a look down one of the slides there. So after you were swimming out here, you would swim over to the side of this and then climb up this ladder. Oh yeah. There's a turtle right out there. Right there. Swimming around in the water. So I'm now on top of the back fin of the whale, and over on this dock that is falling in the water, there are just tons of turtles. There's even more turtles over there. You can see tons of turtles swimming out in this thing. There's kind of a look up top of that structure there. Like I said, there's no more swimming in this. standing off of this, I guess you could just dive right over the side there. It's pretty high up. So look down there at the whale, looking back, and then the picnic tables. So even up top here, people have carved in their initials and then dates that they visited. And that's a look inside the tail, and this is the ladder that we just climbed up. It is warm. So they actually have electricity up here. There's an old light switch and then a light socket. You can see these old wires. I don't think it's in use anymore, but there's all this metal that they've used to construct it. There's another light area there, and that's where the baseball cap is. And of course, you can peek out these windows. Do you feel the floor given underneath us?
A little bit.
Yeah, you can, this floor right here gives, and you can feel it bow as you walk on it. So look out that way. Lots of little windows to look out. This is in the upper part. You can see a hook right there. It says, please do not sign upstairs. Feel free to sign any wooden picnic table. Thanks, Blue. I don't know if that's the case or not. I'm not sure how I feel about signing stuff like that. See, it's hot. So like I said, there's these two slides here right down the pectoral fins. Pretty neat little thing though. Route 66 attraction. And this is right in the mouth. You can see the big teeth right here, and then this is the tongue. And these are just some big old bones right there, I guess. Pretty neat though. What do you think? You like it?
Yeah, it's cool.
So we're actually going to walk down this trail and see if we can get a closer look at the old docks that went out on the water where all the turtles are. If nobody scared them anyways. This is what's left of the old dock. The turtles just kind of went in the water. There's one left right there that's about to go in. They were all up there sunbathing. And in case you had a question about the stability of the dock, they're telling you that it's unsafe and to stay off. It's a pretty good sized bluegill swimming right there. Right up here they have a gift shop that you can go in and make purchases to help support this whale. So once Mr. Davis had success with the public, both locally and with visitors passing through on Route 66, he decided to build this ark, which is an animal reptile kingdom, is what that stood for. And he was a zoologist and loved reptiles. We can't go inside this because it's starting to fall down, and they have signs that say keep out. But we can at least take a picture or some video from the outside looking in. You can see it might have been 2 stories. I'm not sure how it was set up, if you just kind of looked from the outside looking in right here, or if you actually went inside there. And this closed down in the late 1980s, and then of course Mr. Davis passed away in 1990, I believe, and then his wife passed away in 2001. So it's just kind of sitting here, not being used at all. It's pretty neat. Would have been fun to go to this when it was open. This is how I've always seen it, is just closed. So even though it says no trespassing and do not enter, it does say it's okay to look and photograph, just don't enter any structure. And this looks to be the entrance gate that you would go through there, one of those one-way entering type things, turnstiles. And then right kind of behind this are these gigantic mushrooms right here. I'm not sure what this was. Just some kind of pond with some mushrooms. So I'm not sure if this had animals in it at one time. All sorts of structures, like right there, there's just that cement platform. So I don't know if there was a store there or not. Now right across the road, in addition to this arc, there was a trading post over there that was ran as part of this tourist attraction. And there was a Native American that ran that over there for him. But it was all part of this stop right here on Route 66. You can see remnants of old things here. There's another dock, and that's just kind of an island type thing out there going across this little moat. And apparently it just had other animals in there. As well as this structure right here. This is some sort of little cage structure where there would have been animals inside. There's nothing in it now. You can see the habitat there. Like I said, these were probably all reptiles, but there could have been other things in here. Prairie dogs or gophers, who knows? As you hike down this trail, you'll see other little structures here. There's actually a cage back up and through there. Right near this little structure. Everything is severely overgrown now. These all would have had some sort of animal inside of them. Here's another structure right there. It's interesting to think what would have been in there, if it was snakes or what. And as we've been walking down through these trails, we have actually heard some rustling in the leaves where it sounds like snakes. We just can't see them. So we don't know if they're descendants of the animals that lived here. It's interesting how you would just walk down through these trails and you would run into these little random cages. And there were animals. There's a fence line right there. I guess it went further back up in there. Tons of trails though. This just kind of comes out. And there's kind of a little creek moat type thing here. And if you look, there's some remnants of a dock structure right there going across over to there. It's just all fallen into this pond moat area. And there could have been something going across right there as well. That might have been some sort of bridge. When you look on these telephone poles. They actually have nails in it, and then there's of course boards down in the water. So I think maybe that was something that you used to be able to walk across. You can see some more right there. Pretty interesting to think about this whole little reptile trail next to the blue whale. If there's anyone viewing this that came out to this when it was open and they know which cages had which animals, leave a comment below. I would love to know. Thanks for joining us on this little adventure and taking a look at the blue whale of Catoosa along Route 66. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button below and hit the thumbs up. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. So this is a little look at the front side of the trading post. And you would never know that it was ever a trading post. There's nothing but junk cars there now. And it was once a popular tourist stop. Kind of sad that it's gone. Definitely changed forever.